When I was a little kid, my mom and dad taught me to always be respectful of people, always be aware of my surroundings, clean up my own messes, etc. So naturally, I had always assumed that this is a very common occurrence in everybody's household. When I tell you, I was entirely flabbergasted and realized that common sense and common courtesy was absolutely not common. And that is when I started taking antidepressants. Shout out Cipralex, thank you boo. Hi, I'm Olivia and you've stumbled across Retail Therapy Live. If this is your first time, welcome. This is gonna be a lot of bitching for you probably, so I hope you like complaining. At Retail Therapy Live, we talk about the ins and outs and ups and downs of working in retail. And if you're a returning viewer, why haven't you subscribed yet? Thanks. Just a little disclaimer, the information that I discuss in this video is solely based off of my personal experience, perspective, and opinions, and in no way officially represents any companies I might talk about going forward. My only intention is to share my story, but never to misrepresent anybody or any business. So, today's therapy session, I'm basically going to be unloading my internalized frustrations and trauma with the lack of common sense and courtesy at the shopping mall. We all know her, we all love her. Some of us more than others. Just a fair warning, I'm going to be talking about bathrooms in this in like somewhat detail, so you've been warned. Okay, let's go ahead. Shirley wants to talk about her time in the shopping. God, where do I even start? Where do I even fucking start with this? I feel like I've already trauma dumped enough in previous videos about how outwardly rude people can be to retail workers. But something that is very much overlooked in my opinion in general is the absent-minded, completely oblivious stupidity and rudeness and the very, very sleepy lack of self-awareness that comes with working in a mall setting. A lot of which happens before you even get to enter the store. As somebody who has spent the better part of the last 10 years working in shopping malls, I do a lot of wandering throughout the hallways. And what I've come to realize is that most people have a very deep me-first attitude, and it's so deep, it's just in the fiber of their being, so much so that they're not even aware that they're acting as such. If you're offended by anything that I am about to say, then you are 100% the problem, and you can absolutely use this as a guide on what not to do when you're going shopping. Allow me to expand. So when I'm walking through the wall, the wall? Why do I keep saying that? I keep messing it up. I do. Okay, anyway, so when I'm walking through the mall, I like to consider it kind of like a roadway. God, this girl's killing me today. You stay to the right, look before you walk out blindly into an intersection, and give right of way to those who are already on the thoroughfare. And when I'm leaving a store or making a blind turn around a corner, I always cannot watch who's coming and going, so I'm not just going to blindly walk out in front of foot traffic. I mean, just for everyone's safety and common courtesy, because that's really fucking rude. And 99% of the time, I find that my consideration for others is not a shared attribute, unfortunately. I still can't believe that after 10 years of dealing with this, that this many people are still completely oblivious to the world that goes on around them. And they have their heads stuck so far up their own ass that they will cut me off without even a glance in my direction. And it's not just me, like I see this all the time. I think I'm just the only one who is really fucking fed up with it. Hence why I'm making this bitching video. And I got my main bitch right here. She's my main bitch. Well, Judy's my bitch too, but Judy, she's not ready to be here yet. She's chaotic. She tries to eat everything in my room, so I got my sleeping girl. Along with this, there's another occurrence that I find just infuriating. And that's when somebody cuts me off and they walk just as slow as the speed of smell, and there's no getting around them. They're taking up the damn hallway. Sorry, I've got a fuzzy girl hair in my eye. Yes, she does that fuzzy girl. She likes to put her hair in my eyeballs. If you did this to somebody while you're driving, your ass would be run off the road. Imagine that. The next one feels less of a personal attack and more of a lack of consideration for the general convenience of anybody but yourself. And that's when groups of people are shopping in a pack together, which is fine. Like, I want to shop with friends. I just don't have them, so I don't do it. But my problem with this is they're taking up the entire hallway and they're strung out across it. like sometimes even linking arms like they're playing Red Rover, and you can't get around them. So you basically have to just bash through them like you're playing Red Rover to even walk at like moderate pace. Ma'ams and sirs and theys, please stop gatekeeping the hallways. Like, there are people who have places to be even though you don't. Speaking of games like Red Rover, I have started playing my own game in the hallways of the mall. I am so covered in fuzz, it's ridiculous. Let's call this game Facing Your Phone Frogger. Basically, when somebody is walking down the hallway, yeah, got me, they're walking towards you, okay? They're blissfully unaware of the world that surrounds them, fully engulfed in their phones, and they have no idea that there is a whole ass human right in their path. So my aim is never to hurt these people. I never want to put harm on anybody. Never want to put harm on anybody. Do I use you? But my only real intention here is to hopefully kind of shock some awareness into these people, and hopefully they'll learn a bit of a lesson and be more cognizant in the future just of what's going on around them. Because I mean, if you did this walking across the street, you could get hit by a freaking car. Like, drivers in Edmonton, oh my God. You know what? It actually is starting to make sense. It makes sense because the drivers here, they drive like they're walking down the hallway of the mall. If you know, you know. Fuck. I've done this on numerous occasions, and I've come very close to making contact with people right when I'm in their fucking face, and they don't even realize. I don't get that. But they'll jump out of the way very sheepishly, apologize, of course, because I mean, once you kind of realize you're being an idiot, I feel like a lot of the time you'll apologize, especially if you're in Canada. We're nice, but we're fake nice here. They're either totally shocked and sheepish, or they'll just jump right out of the way without even removing the phone from their hand/face. Just a side note, in my mall, we have these like cute little stuffy riders. So they're a giant stuffed animal that little kids can sit on and ride. And I absolutely love how the little kids are zooming in and out of the hallways on these cute little stuffies. And they have way better manners and awareness of their surroundings than their adults that are their guardians. Whatever, a parent, who cares? They just have way better manners than the parents that they're with or the guardians, whoever. I find that beautiful. So the disarray of a busy day in the mall somehow pales in comparison to what actually goes on in the store. And in my experience, the ultimate disrespect comes from within the workplace. But this is my opinion as both a consumer and an employee. Countless times during work and leisure, I have witnessed kids and adults alike absolutely decimating displays, merchandise, bathrooms, anything you can think of that's going to be wrecked. They're gonna fucking wreck it. I will use as an example one of the last jobs I have, which was with a very large off-price retailer in the northeast of Calgary. And if you know northeast Calgary, you know that it's not the vibe unless you grew up there and you're just used to it. But so I started working there in one of the past Octobers. Doesn't matter which one because y'all don't know me that way anyways. But it was right as holiday season started to ramp up. Mind you, I have worked in retail every holiday since the date of my conception, so this is nothing new to me. And never in all my years of working in retail have I seen destruction quite to this level. Let me paint you a mental picture. I need a drink for this one. It's non-alcoholic. Okay. So I'm standing in the middle of a clothing department, absolutely shell-shocked by what I was witnessing. Kids, unattended, screaming, ripping things off the shelves, opening toys, breaking them, while their parents either laughed or were just oblivious on the other side of the store, okay? Even the adults on the other side of the store, they are obviously ignoring their children. They're over there wrecking stuff on that side. They're pulling things out of packages, not putting them back, pulling stuff off of the racks, like clothing off the racks, and just throwing them on the ground. I'm not joking, like dropping them on the ground and walking away. As I'm entirely overwhelmed with noise and disorder, the overpowering aroma of 300 different body odors is overcoming my senses, and there's no escaping it. It is in my soul at that point. I can smell your whole ass in my soul. And sure, I could chase after every single toy that's being ripped open and destroyed, or pick up every single piece of clothing that you throw on the ground right beside me as I'm picking them all up. But lady, she's my sweet girl. She's my baby girl. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. There's a dog. I can't just ignore her. She's perfect. Okay, now she's laying down. So cute. Anyways, yeah, I could do that. But somebody's now independent toddler has bolted out of the store. And now we have a Kona Adam because mom and dad treat the toy department like a daycare. Side note, kind of on this same level of absolute fuckery, there was one point at the same location where there were a couple little kids, like some siblings, left alone in our toy department, and they were absolutely decimating everything. They were ripping things open, throwing it everywhere. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting real flashbacks right now. So we go over and we ask, where are your parents? And they tell us, oh, they went to Costco. They went to Costco. Costco across the street in one of the highest crime areas in Calgary. They left their kids unattended in a toy department while they went grocery shopping, came back an hour later as if that's totally fucking normal. What? Okay, anyways, so we have a Kona Adam. But now the kid has been reunited with their negligent guardians. And now my radio goes off, paging me to the fitting room. Somebody has passed out in the changing room while heavily intoxicated. I'm sure that is probably part of the reason they were passed out. And suddenly there is a foul smell emanating from the change room in which they are currently unconscious. They soiled themselves. I mean, we've all been there, mostly when we're like 3. Regardless, they finally leave after being brought back from the dead. We ushered them out of the store, and as they're leaving, they drop their soiled boxers in the vestibule. So while trying to figure out what to do with these nasty little booty holders, I'm now paged to the front line. What the fuck now? What now? What now? Okay? Somebody has broken a snow globe in our queue line, and it again just to remind you, this is during Christmas, so there is a constant lineup. So people are rolling their strollers and their carts through this. Their kids are walking through it. There are pets in the store because Winners love. Oops, I said it. It's Winners. Okay, that's the off-price retailer. Side note, freaking love Winners. TJ Maxx in the States, TK Maxx in the UK. Marshall's HomeSense Winners, I love it all. Give me that off-price retailer with those random makeup brands that no one's heard of. So yes, they have made this mess so much worse than it needed to be. Yeah, so I cleaned it up. All is well and good. I need a break at this point, so I excuse myself to go to the washroom. Absolutely not in the store because there's always a huge lineup. There's no way I'm getting in there at this point. This just is not a possibility. So I go down to the mall bathrooms. I'm picking my way through all of the unconscious, sleepy shoppers, and I enter what I like to think of as the pits of hell. So I open the first stall. And to my delight, there's fecal matter all over the walls, the seat, the floor. Huh? How do you poop on the wall? How? Can you please? Someone tell me in the comments, how do you poop on the wall? Horrified. I go to the next stall. Piss everywhere. Oh, where's the piss? It's everywhere. There's piss everywhere. There's piss all over the seat and the floor, and there's shoe prints on the seat. So, what? So on to the next stall. Third time's a charm, right? Nope. The toilet is filled to the brim with toilet paper, obviously, feminine hygiene products, my hopes and dreams, and God knows what else. My fate is sealed at this point. I just leave, I hold my bladder. It's not worth it. Really not worth it to get Ebola, an STD, COVID, just to have a pee. I'd rather just get the bladder infection at this point. Yeah, okay. Okay, listen. So no, this did not happen all in one day. Thank God. I might actually die. Although this did happen every single day. Every day I worked at this place, especially around Christmas, there was something like that came up. Listen, if you're just one of those people that goes through life with the mentality that your mess is not your problem to clean up, babe, you are a waste. You're a waste of flesh, blood, and energy. I said what I said. And you know what? I'll say it again, and I'll say it with my whole chest. You are a waste of flesh, blood, energy, and my motherfucking time, babe. Thank you very much. If you're one of those people on the receiving end of this trash epidemic of fuckery, stay strong. Stay strong. Retail's not forever, and you will be rewarded for your resilience and patience. Just keep hanging on. Well, that's about it. That was, yeah, okay, well, that's it. So let me know if you also have had to deal with this kind of absolute tomfoolery. Let me know your absolute worst experience, either shopping in a mall or working in a mall. Doesn't even have to be a mall. Like, it could just be anywhere. I don't care. Give me the tea. I want it. I want your drama. Allow me to absorb that for you. Thanks. Yeah, just drop a comment below. I will literally read all of it. And if you want, I'll even read it on my next video. Thanks. Calling me. Anyways, that is it from me today. Thank you again for stumbling across Retail Therapy Live. If you made it to the end of this video, first of all, why? And second of all, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. I know these are kind of silly and they're not for everyone, but they honestly are a bit therapeutic for me. And I really enjoy making them. And I enjoy it even more when people get a kick out of what I have to say. So thank you so much. I'll be back next Friday. But if you can't wait for that and you miss me so much, because I know you will, I know you'll miss me, you can find me at olivia.kndy on Instagram. And that's it. That's it for now. Come here, Seal. Come here. Come here. Okay, Seal, say it. Bye, Felicia. Until next time, bye, Felicia.